Welcome back, subscribers, and welcome new viewers to May 2025 General Monthly Reading for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, North or South Nodes of the Moon. And I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed, who like and share my videos, because that helps my whole channel to circulate to more and more individuals who are in need of this information just like you. Okay, so Leo, let's quickly go through the transits for this month. And today I am recording on May 3rd, and the full moon is going to be on the 12th, and it's going to be in Scorpio, 22 degrees, 13 minutes, which is a square to whatever you have in Leo, which is a hard aspect. So that, and depending on how close in degree whatever you have in Leo is, will depend upon how intense this Scorpio full moon will be specifically for you. The new moon is going to be on the 27th. It will be in Gemini, 6 degrees, 6 minutes. And we have several planets in Aries. Mercury is in Aries, and it will stay in Aries through the 10th of this month. We have Venus that just entered Aries, and it begins the month at 0 degrees, and by the end of the month, 23 degrees. And so it will be in Aries all month long. Chiron is still in Aries, 24 degrees all month long. And we also have Neptune that is now in Aries, and it will stay 1 degree all month long. The last planet that isn't in Aries yet is Saturn. It's in Pisces right now, and it will stay in Pisces through the 25th of this month. And while it is still in Pisces, we also have transiting Jupiter in Gemini, which is a square to transiting Saturn in Pisces, and it's fairly close degrees. So that's a big deal. And Gemini will be beginning of the month 21 degrees, by the end of the month 27 degrees. And then, like I said, Saturn will move into Aries on the 26th of this month. So that's another big deal, because Saturn stays in one sign for 2.5 years. And Neptune, which, like I just mentioned, is just transitioned into Aries recently, that will stay in Aries for 14 years. Now, we will have it go retrograde, which is backward, back into Pisces for a very short time. This is Neptune at the end of the month, end of the year. Okay, we also, of course, still have Pluto is in Aquarius, 3 degrees all month long. And right now, because we also have transiting Mars in Leo, we went back into Leo, and it will stay for another couple months, I believe. I don't know the exact date, but it's definitely all month long in Leo, and it begins the month at 5 degrees, by the end of the month 20 degrees. So the first week and a half, it's going to be in close opposition with transiting Pluto in Aquarius. And so that's another big deal, because during this time, I am feeling and expecting to see in the world, all of us being able to see truth coming out in a physical form. Mars is physical action, physical action being taken as far as the truth coming out, and then us seeing not just the speaking of it, but it being rectified. Okay. And last but not least, we have Pisces is in Pisces North Node, 26 degrees at the beginning of the month, by the end of the month, 24 degrees. Oh, one more. Uranus is still in Taurus, and it's 26 degrees at the beginning of the month, by the end of the month, 28 degrees. So, and that is another square to anything you have in Leo, this Taurus in Uranus and Taurus. So again, it depends upon the degree, how close degree. If you're within 7 degrees, then you're going to feel it more strongly. Okay, and let's see. That's it for right now. So Leo, let's get into see your strongest energies that are affecting you this month and how they may be assisting you. Absolutely, they'll be assisting you, but let's see how. For Leo, sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. What are your strongest energy or energies that are assisting you this month? For Aries. Whoa, okay, that one. Are there any more for Aries? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we have 2. Connection. It's number 14 that breaks down into a 5. So immediately I got your connections with others, with yourself, with the universe, nature, all different kinds of connections. They are transforming this month for you. So you might see certain people leave, or you have already seen that because they're not appropriate. You have learned whatever you needed to learn from them, and or certain situations, maybe even job, where you live, because the energy, or I should say your energy is shifting, is transforming, and or has just recently. And so your connections are going to be transforming as well. So you will come into new connections where certain connections have disconnected, basically, because they weren't right for you anymore. You are moving on and moving forward to further learning and growing for yourself. And so are any others, or the different situations that you will find yourself in with these having to do with these new connections. Okay, that is a little too low. I am going to need to fix my camera. Just one moment here, Leo. And as I'm doing that, I'm readjusting. This is the first time I've ever done that in a reading, in the middle of a reading. Okay, just a second. And what I'm getting is you too. This is what you are doing. You are adjusting this month. What I was just talking about, new connections. Okay, that's better. All right. Strength. Yes, you are stronger. You have gained strength. You've gained wisdom. And again, so the strength to move on, to move forward onto a new path, in a new direction, with new higher frequencies for yourself, for your soul, new lessons, new experiences. And this is number 38. It breaks down into 11. Okay, and I also saw, believe the bottom of the deck is awareness. Yes, and it's number 11. So I'm going to take that. I'm being called to take that because I just got that again. So this is 1111, and you could definitely be seeing 1111 this month. That's sign or synchronicity for you, that you're gaining strength, or you have gained strength, and or maybe new situations or connections. It's telling you that they're coming or to pay attention to what is going on around you, who is around you, who you've met recently, how you're feeling, thinking. Also, getting the area meaning the physical location, environment. Pay attention to your environment, especially the new environments that you find yourself in, because what I'm feeling is that you are either, you could be physically moving, or you just physically moved, or you're desiring that there's a specific area that's calling to you, because the frequency matches who you are now, and where you are at, you have outgrown that. The frequency for you, the energy in that area isn't matching you anymore. Which that goes for the people too. So this, I just feel like you are, a lot of you, it's not necessarily all of you, are physically going to another place. And you could be visiting it first because you're drawn to it. Maybe you've been drawn to it for years, but now you find, maybe even now this month, you find that you are able to actually go and visit that place. And that fulfills something within you. Some of you, I'm getting, you're not going to have to live there, but it does fulfill you in some way, or it connects you with something or someone or others that then furthers you along your path. And you gain awareness, a new awareness of yourself, of, oh, I just got your condition. I don't know what that means. Your condition. So that's a specific, I feel like for somebody, new awareness of your condition, your circumstances, a new awareness of your circumstances, of who you truly are. I'm also getting. So again, that could be all for just one person or a few of you. Again, this is a general reading. I'm just saying everything that comes into my mind. Okay. Yeah, so in general, all of you are gaining a new awareness in some way, shape, or form, which strengthens you. And also, I'm getting, for some of you, or for all of you, in some connections, it can strengthen the connection. Okay. Okay, so you could be seeing 555 as well. So 1111, 555. Again, fives are major change, and that is not, I'm not surprised, because we're all in a big, everyone in general is in a big time, and the world is in a big time of change, transformation. Oh, and this deck that I'm using, that I just got done, this is my Sacred Geometry deck, relationship deck. I also just got, Leo, either relationships in general, or a specific or certain relationships for you are going to be very significant this month. I also just got coming, a connection or certain connections are coming to fruition this month for you, Leo. Okay. Okay, so what else for Leo? Sun, moon, rising, north or south nodes of the moon. I'm getting something too with some of you having your south node in Leo, or you could have your north node in Leo, but I really got south node in Leo, that those of you that have personally been working on your south node in Leo, you have been growing by leaps and bounds. Oh, and you're to be congratulated. So congratulations, Leos, South Node Leos that have been and are continuing to work on your personal work, because that our South Node is each and every one of our personal work in this life. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because this has to do with your natal wheel, astrology and your natal wheel. And for those of you that don't know, I am an astrologer of 30 plus years. So, and I specialize in the nodes of the moon. So I am being called, I don't normally do this, but I'm being called to say, because someone needs to hear this, possibly needs this information. And so I will share my website. It's in the drop-down box below my videos. And I will also say it right now, one time. It is thecreativewoman.org. Again, that's not for all of you, but that's for someone or a few of you who are needing, and that sounds right for you. You can contact me through and find out more information about what the nodes of the moon are and what I do, private readings that I do. Okay. So what else for... Oh, and this astrology deck, I apologize, this astrology deck is called the Astro Oracle deck, I believe. Okay. Whoa, okay. Wow. I need to take, okay, I'll take these two too. You have a lot. Okay, so let's take this one first. Look at that. Yes, transits. 55. Look at that. So now you have 555, because 14 adds up to be a 5. So you have 555, just like I said. So that's just a confirmation that 555 is definitely a sign or synchronicity for you. That, yeah, and the word is transits and climate. And so your climate is changing, is transforming. And also I got to, for some of you Leos, you might want to check out the transiting planets in accordance to your natal wheel planets, because you have some major transit going on right now also that is assisting you and is the reason why you could be in upheaval. You could have been going through some type of upheaval. Well, and also with transiting Mars in Leo will absolutely, for sure, transiting Mars will be conjunct, which is right next to whatever you have in Leo. And so that is a hard aspect. And so no doubt you had some emotions, especially depending upon what planet you have in Leo. And it's a major planet, most likely, Sun, Moon, Rising, South Node, or North Node, all big deal. So you will be being triggered in those areas according to those planetary characteristics and past experiences that you've had that you weren't able to take care of. So they could be coming up again. And emotions. Mars is all about even explosive emotions coming out all of a sudden, because Uranus, transiting Uranus in Taurus, is square to transiting Mars. So, and Uranus has everything to do with quick, unexpected, even surprising changes. And so you could definitely have or be in this month experiencing explosive emotional behavior coming out of yourself. And if you're not doing it, you could be mirroring that onto another and actually watching them explode onto you. emotionally. And if that is the case, then take a look at, you've got hidden emotions in there, because that person, it was coming from you. And usually the more, or it is scientifically proven, not usually, scientifically proven that, like, for example, if you're in a relationship or you have children, they most likely, especially if you're an introvert and you are not the expressive one, they are the expressors, they will definitely be expressing your emotions. And you could have also had this happening, if this is in accordance with transiting Mars in Leo, the end of last year as well, because we had transiting Leo in transiting Mars in Leo the end of last year for 2.5 months. And it was in opposition, close opposition to transiting Pluto and squaring transiting Uranus. Okay, so that's a big deal for all of you. Uranus, and you, no doubt you're going to know what I mean. You can think back, because Uranus is at 26 degrees this month beginning, and then 26 to 28. So we've had a while for Uranus to be in Taurus. And so it could have been even a year ago, 6 months ago, 4 months ago, and any time with whatever you have in Leo. Okay. Virgo. Okay, so digest. Number 6. Yes, so again, I'm getting just more of what I've been telling you, what's been coming to me, and what I've already said. Digest. So you've been digesting, meaning to me is you've been working through, you've been going through certain experiences so that you have the chance, whether you consciously know this or not. And truthfully, I have to say that you must know this consciously, why you're having these experiences, where they originate in your natal wheel, in order for you to be able to deal with it, because it must be done consciously. You have to know this on a conscious level. You cannot ever deal with anything on a subconscious level. It has to come out into the open to yourself consciously, and then you physically, consciously start becoming aware of it and taking care of it. Okay. And you are coming out. Another number 5. So yes, Leo, this is all about you readying yourself so that you, your soul, who you truly are, can shine, because you are needed in the world. But your whole self is needed. Your true self is needed. So clearing those blockages are essential. And that is what you've been in the process of doing. And like I said, you are upgrading this month because of whatever you have been working on. You have reached a crescendo, a level, the highest level. And again, it's going to be different for all of you. So, but again, this is whatever is being uncovered, whatever pain you're going through, whatever you've been going through, whatever emotions are coming up, this is a major deal. But it is all those emotions, those are stuck emotions. And I'm talking about the ones that we don't like to admit or express to anyone else. And so, of course, and you might not even know they're in there. That's why they're coming out of you, through yourself, for you, through your own communications and experiences and or others. And it could be a combination of both. Again, it would depend upon your specific natal wheel. Okay, communication, look at that. This is number 41. You really have a lot of synchronicities, signs and synchronicities. We have 1441. So that is a mirrored number. Oh my gosh. What have I been just telling you? Oh no, wow. It's not, oh no. It's amazing to me. It's, I'm, I said this. I've been telling you that someone else could be mirroring you to help you to bring out and see, consciously see, so that you can take care of whatever blockage that is inside, emotional blockage that is inside you. And here, to me, this is a confirmation of what I was speaking about. And so that could be definitely a sign or synchronicity. And if you see that 1441 sign or synchronicity, absolutely, it's saying to you that someone else is mirroring you. You're mirroring them, they're mirroring you, but it's for you. It's most likely they are mirroring you. Now, it's true, you could be the expressor of their emotions for a few of you, but most of you, it's whoever this pertains to that is mirroring you. Again, it could be a friend, a spouse, a child. Children really do. They are our little angels. They are our angels. And to show us, to help us unblock ourselves. They are our blessings, and I know this on a personal level. So it isn't fun at the time. It wasn't fun for me, but I am very thankful. I'm very thankful. Now, especially now. Okay. So yes, that's communication. So what I'm also getting with this communication card is, so now, if you're still listening, hopefully you're still listening to me. This now, what I've just spoke about for you, and anything that pertains to you, again, it might not all, and that's okay, but whatever does, what I'm getting from this communication card is now you have a better conscious awareness of you figuring out and your communication, using your communication skills, so that you're not sending this emotion to anybody else, so that you are actually being responsible, because you can, because you know, or you're choosing to dig in and desiring to know, so that you can now be responsible for that, so that you can take care of it and free yourself for good from that blockage. That's what all of this is for. Okay, and then next is 15. It breaks down into a 6. Review, yes. Retrograde and review, yes. So this is what I feel like this, you've been, or you were in a period, because all of us actually were, with a lot of the retrogrades within the last 6 months. We've just come out of the retrogrades, which we had many. And now, and so all of that time, it was all about reviewing, looking back and figuring out, why, having the ability, I should say, having the chance, if you knew consciously, and you can still do this now, looking back now and seeing, okay, what triggers did you have within the last 6 months? What memories came up? What emotions came up? What past experiences came up that you were never able to take care of? And now you can, because that's what the retrogrades are for, to bring up past stuff so that we can take care of it, so we can free ourselves, so we can move forward. And it looks like with these new connections that are coming in for you, this new leveling up that you're doing, again, in whatever way or whatever area of your life, it might just be in general, and it could be you just already began this the end of this last month or sometime in April, or you could be beginning it this month. But it all has to do, yes, because you've taken care, you've reviewed, at least in that specific area, and now you can move forward. So I'm just getting, it's also just referencing that for some of you, and so this is just a confirmation for some of you. Look at this. Wow, Uranus. Boy, oh boy. I talked about Uranus. So this again is telling me, yes, you were hit by Uranus, which is what I told you, transiting Uranus and Taurus, because it is a square, hard aspect. So it's going to be, the experience was going to be very abrasive, and I understand because I have gone through squares, so I do know how it feels, and it's not fun, but it gets to the root if you're able to consciously connect the dots of where this originated. Because what you got triggered, the emotion or the experience that that you were recalling whenever this was, it's going to have a its origin found in your natal wheel, in your Chiron, which is where wherever each one of us, depending on the sign, zodiac sign that our Chiron is in, and the house placement, is where we're going to be injured. So it could have been having to do with your Chiron, your south node, another important one. It could, anyway, those are just a couple. Pluto, transiting Pluto, where your natal Pluto is. Again, we're in a major transformational time. So, and I'm getting to, maybe some of you have major planets in Aries. That's another major thing, or Pisces, because we're coming out of all of the Pisces planets going into Aries. That's also going to be another major transformational shift for you. And that's not for everybody. But change, transformation, major changes this month, absolutely. Tension, yes. 54 breaks down into a 9. You're ending the tension. So most of you have gone through, like I said, and been working through, or you're almost complete. And also just referencing again, transiting Mars in Leo. So if you're not done and you're still in this tension this month, it very likely could have to do with transiting Mars in Leo. And whatever you have in Leo, or you could have something in Aquarius and or Taurus, or Scorpio as well. Because that's going to square or oppose, which is the hardest aspects, is square and then opposition. Okay. But again, you are in the process. If you haven't left this already, just hang in there. It's a little while longer, maybe. I'm not really I don't want to say it wrong. I know Mars is in Leo all this month for sure. And I believe it's in next month, or at least part of next month, or the next month and a half. So, but again, it also has to do with degree. So, and if you've taken care of that, then you will know when you take care of these triggers, because you will not be triggered anymore in that specific area. So you know that you have, when that happens, having to do with any transit to your natal planetary placements, you will know by you won't be triggered anymore with that specific emotion. You will be free of that because you won't have it. It won't come up. Okay. And if it does, that's okay. That's just saying, Okay, there's something else there that you're not consciously aware of yet and haven't had the ability or the chance to take care of it. So again, becoming consciously aware is essential. It's essential. I would be lying if I didn't say anything but that. So, okay. And you have a choice. Once you know, consciously know, you can choose to take care of it or not. But when you don't know and it's all subconscious or unconscious, you're not having a choice. You are being controlled by your own subconscious, unconscious, according to your natal wheel, first and foremost. And then you're able to be controlled by others out there. Okay, so take back your control, Leo. You can do this. And those of you that are doing this, that is awesome. I congratulate you. I am so happy for you, and keep going. All of you. All of you. Okay, so I am going to end the reading right there. There was a lot of information, cram-packed. Leo, this is your month. Wow. Okay, so shine, Leo, shine. And I want to thank you so much for allowing me to do this monthly reading for you. Until next time, bye.